Hey guys, Arlene here. Thanks for tuning in if you are. If not, that's okay. I hope you watch later and enjoy this video. So today I'm going to talk to you about your pantry and what has helped me change the foods in my pantry to have turned into a more healthier lifestyle. Nowhere near perfect, but this is what I've done and I hope I can help you in some way today. So let's first talk about the group a little bit and then I'll get into the pantry. So if you didn't see, I posted on Saturday a document that has a list of everything I'm going to talk about and more on simple swaps you can make in your pantry, in your fridge, in your freezer, with condiments, with breakfast foods. So please look over that because there's extra stuff in there that I won't be able to mention. And the biggest thing that I want you to make sure you do after this group is over, or today after this video is over, or if you tune in right now, is to make sure you take action. Don't just watch this video and then forget about it and not do it. As you're watching this video, maybe you're watching it later or you're going to watch me live now, go to your pantry right now and, take notes or do these swaps that I'm mentioning. And I'm not telling you to throw away any food at all because I know food costs money. So definitely finish out the food that you have. And if you want to make these swaps later when you go back to the grocery store, make sure you have your list with you. Taking notes and making lists are so important on this journey toward a healthier lifestyle because there's so many different aspects you can focus on, So I want to take this slow for you and let you know that it took me time to get to this point. I've been on my journey for a good over 3 years now, so it takes time, and it definitely takes time too if you're living with someone, when you have a spouse, when you have kids, but you have to remember, if you are part of the head of the household, you have a say in what goes in the pantry, so remember that. And so I hope this helps you today. So we're going to start with white noodles. So this could be white spaghetti, white lasagna noodles. It could be, what's another one? Any kind of white noodle, white rotini noodles, tortellini, any kind of noodles that you like. Switch these out for whole wheat, for sure. Whole wheat is what you want to go for. I know it doesn't taste as good. I know it might not be. When I was a college student, I started buying whole wheat noodles, and it was like the same price. So it's not that big of a price difference. You could also swap white noodles for bean noodles. I found these at Costco recently. This is one of the brands I found at Costco recently. These are really good. It smells a little odd when you're cooking them, but it tastes like regular noodles, really. And these are nice too, as I'm mostly vegan, and these are a protein source for me because they're made from beans. The only ingredients are the first ingredient is chickpeas, and it has pea protein in it, so those are cool. Let's move on to, you can also make spiral zucchini. I'm not really a big fan on that. I never tried it. I don't have a spiral maker, but I've seen people do it. I love spaghetti squash. Spaghetti squash is so good. It's very, it's a squash, so it's very it's more moist, more wet than you would have as regular noodles, but it's so good, and it counts as like a vegetable. If you have potatoes in your pantry, this is why I put the second one there for swapping fried French fries. I don't know if anyone fries at home, but swap regular potatoes for sweet potatoes. And I loved making, when I was in college, I loved making sweet potato fries with sprinkled with cinnamon on top. It was so good. So I put that in there. Swap white sugar for 100% maple syrup. This one is also organic, and it says 100% pure maple syrup. And when you look in the ingredients, it says 100% pure, it won't focus, maple syrup. So there's a reason why I say this, because even though you might see that the sugar is crazy high, 48 grams, I believe that it's more important to change the things in our pantries, in our fridges, anything that's in a container, anything that you eat, you are eating in the wholest form that you can, and not eating chemicals, not eating man-made sugars. And when you have white sugar has been processed. You might think it's okay, but I think, yeah, for sure, there's things worse than white sugar, but, and when you look at the sugar, I guess the amount of grams of sugar per serving for sugar, I don't think it's as high as maple syrup would be, but I just think it's best to have sugar in its purest form. So maple syrup, that's why I put raw honey, I put stevia on there. I don't have stevia in my household, but it's something that I know my friends have a lot of. And then I put coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is really good with baked goods. And then I swap canola oil or vegetable oil with coconut oil. We get organic virgin coconut oil, cold pressed and unrefined, and it's organic. So we use that. You'll see it's in the hard form at this time of the year because it's winter. Well, it's spring now. It's still cold enough for it to be in a hard form, but in the summer, this turns into like a liquid because it's so warm in our house. But I love using it. It's a little inconvenient because you have to scoop it out instead of having to spray can. But it's so much better for you than those other oils. Avocado oil is another good one. That one is a liquid at room temperature. And then something that my husband has been using lately is called ghee. It's a kind of butter. And then my last tip for you on a simple swap is to swap your microwaved, quick cooking, white flavored rice for organic white rice, basmati rice, jasmine rice, or brown rice. I'm a little iffy on the rice. I've heard recently in a podcast, and I've seen on some other, another Instagram that I follow, that you have to be careful with rice because of the arsenic found in rice. And actually brown rice can have more arsenic in it because of the way that it's either the way that I can't remember if it's the way that we process it or that the way that it's grown. I'll have to get back on that for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Think of one step you can take for the next time you go grocery shopping, whether it's you buy a new oil. If you're almost out of oil, you try coconut oil this time. If you're almost out of sugar, try using maple syrup this time. And you can use maple syrup too in baked goods. If you just search a simple search converting or substituting maple syrup for white sugar in baked goods, and it'll show you how much maple syrup you should use instead of sugar in a recipe. So that's what I love about doing this group with you guys, because we're simply swapping things. We're swapping things that are easy to just replace with things that we already like. So this is still sweet. It's still something you can use in your baked goods, but it's healthier for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you have any comments about today, any questions, post them below. And remember, I also forgot to mention, anyone who participates the most the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, you're eligible to win a handy dandy fitness and nutrition notebook. I don't have it on me right now. I wish I did, but I posted a picture of it on Saturday, and it just has, you can log your sleep, you can log workouts that you do with the number of reps and the weight that you use. So it's really fun. So if you comment today, if you comment tomorrow, if you comment Wednesday, you'll be eligible to win one of those. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below to be eligible to win.